back to Build a Life You Love podcast. I'm your host, Kayla McCarthy. I'm so excited about today because we have our very first guest, Zoe. So Zoe is the founder and CEO of ZEN Marketing Co., where she helps small businesses show up online with clarity, intention, and strategy that actually makes sense. She's also the creator of Aligned with ZEN, her coaching community for entrepreneurs who want to market in a way that feels sustainable and real. She built businesses by learning the hard way what works and what doesn't, and now she uses that experience to help others grow without feeling overwhelmed or scattered. Her approach is grounded, practical, and always focused on keeping on things simple and aligned with your goals. Outside of work, you'll usually find her with friends, exploring new places, or just enjoying life at a slower pace when she can. She's passionate about helping people build careers and businesses that feel purposeful and true to who they are.
Oh my gosh.
I love this.
So good.
Thanks. I'm actually, okay. One of the reasons why I wanted to interview you was because you were like one of the first people I got to talk about with entrepreneurship and just starting your own business and just kind of taking the risk.
Yeah.
And you know, I know we're the same age, but I've like learned so much from you, like wisdom wise, and just like, yeah, about just like growing a business and just doing the thing and taking the risk and, you know, just doing it. And so I'm excited to like, obviously if I heard a little bit about your story, but I want to share it with others and, you know, dive deep into the nitty gritty details.
Oh, I love the nitty gritty. Let's go.
Oh, listen, I feel like call her daddy. Like I have the note cards. It is literally all prepared and ready.
And then one day we're going to get you like branded note cards like Call Her Daddy has.
Literally the branded note cards. All right, Zoe. So tell me about your business. I know I introduced you, but tell me, you know, what your services are, what exactly do you do, and how you got started.
Yeah, so, gosh, okay. So in a nutshell, I am a digital marketing company for small businesses. I don't really have a specific industry niche. I kind of work with everyone. I work with people from like mechanics to chiropractors to travel agents to musicians to lawyers to all the things in between. So I don't really have a specific niche besides small businesses, but why I chose that was because it's really nice to see people be so passionate about what they do. Big box industries are very much like focused on conversions, and conversions are great and all. I love a conversion. I love a KPI.
We love when that happens.
Yes, but there's no love behind it. And I love to see people be like passionate about what they're doing. I love to see them like enthralled in their industry. And so it's really cool to be able to see so many different industry people do that. Right. So I do social media and email marketing mostly. Some content filming for fun because that's just kind of included in the job.
Yeah.
I recently started doing coaching. So I have a lot of people have reached out to me saying, oh, I really need digital marketing help, but like, you know, that's expensive. I have a small business. I can't afford that, which like, so often that's a thing.
Right.
So
I hear that a lot too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I need to find something that can help them, you know, do it themselves, but like they're not going to know. And then all they're going to do is type into ChatGPT, hey, market my thing. And then there's going to be like 18 long dashes on all their captions. And it's just not going to be
not authentic, not real.
Exactly.
Get rid of the dashes.
Literally. There's a correct way to use ChatGPT. It's a good thing, but you just have to learn it. Anyway, let me get off my high horse.
Besides the point.
But basically I wanted to create something that small business owners could use to have access to someone that's like a professional and knows what they're doing without having to pay the freaking $1,000 a month to make it happen. Yeah. So I created Align with ZEN. It is an online platform. It's a community based. There's group coaching every week. I really, really love doing it. It's nice to see people be so passionate about what they do again, but also learn new things about their business that they didn't even realize. Right. So it's really fun, but that's what I do in a nutshell.
I love it. What do you prefer? Like, what is your favorite service to offer? Like, what is the one that you like would favor over? Like, do you prefer coaching? Do you prefer the social media management? Do you prefer the content creation part of it? Like, what's your favorite part of your job?
I do love the coaching part, but I pretty much coach all of my clients, even if I do just social media or email marketing. So I'd say probably my favorite part is the strategy behind it all, like getting to explain why we're doing what we're doing and like figure out the best way to achieve their goals.
Right.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, editing's fun, CapCut's a lifesaver, but like the strategy behind it's like the interesting creative part. So like that's where I thrive.
For sure. And just, helping them tell their story.
Yes.
At the end of the day. Like that is I don't know.
Because so many people have such a good story and they don't know how to tell it. And
tell your story.
We're gonna make it happen.
Tell your story. So I know originally you went to school for biology.
Yes. I was gonna be a doctor.
So how did you end up in marketing?
So long story short, I realized way too late that being a doctor was not for me.
Listen, it's not for me either.
Yeah. I mean, granted, don't get me wrong. It's not like I was bad at biology. I thought it was really interesting. I really enjoyed my classes. I liked my labs. I did all the things. But then it came around that time where I was supposed to take the MCAT, and I was like,
wait.
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a gap year. That was plan A. You know, I was like, I'm gonna take a gap year. That was the first step into not doing it. And then the gap year section ended where I would have to take the MCAT to get in after the gap year, and I was like, oh. And then at that point, I was a senior in college, and I don't know if you know this, but when you're a science major, you cannot switch majors without restarting college. Like, I would have basically had to pay for a whole nother degree. We would have had to start from scratch because there's no classes that really carry over outside of a science major when you're a science major.
Right.
So I was like, let me get a degree and I'll figure it out. So I graduated. I had a diploma. I did all the things. I went online. I job searched for 18,000 years, it felt like, and I found nothing.
Postgrad's scary. I just talked to a girl about postgrad. She was like, I need advice. I'm like, listen, it seems scary. And sometimes it is. Yeah. But I wish in that moment when I was going through postgrad, I didn't put so much pressure on myself to have it all figured out. Because I was like, oh my God, I got to get a job. I got to do X, Y, Z. I don't want to be a lazy bum. I don't want to be a loser. But that's like the high ambitious person in me.
No, I get it.
And I wish I would have just taken that summer, enjoyed my life, like truly, and maybe discern just a little bit more about like what I wanted to do.
Yeah. No, that was my big thing is I had no idea what I wanted to do after college. I knew I didn't want to be a doctor. I knew I didn't want to work really in the medical field at all. And I was like, well, that's what I was planning on doing. So now we're kind of SOL. I don't know what we're doing.
We're from square one.
Yes. So I was, doing random things. I was like doing babysitting gigs, making some money, whatever. And then I saw a Facebook ad out of all things. I know.
Love Facebook ads.
We love a Facebook ad.
We don't like Meta Business Suite, but we Facebook ads.
That Facebook ad really came through. But it was a continuing education program for digital marketing science. It didn't have any prereqs. And I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I was like, whatever. I kept scrolling. didn't do anything about it.
Gonna leave that one alone.
Exactly. And then my mom called me and was like, I saw this thing on Facebook, because my mom loves to tell me about the things she saw on Facebook. And I was like,
that's my mom.
So I was expecting it to be, like funny post or like a cooking video or a cool recipe, whatever. And she was like, it's this program for digital marketing science. I feel like you'd be really good at that. We had never spoken.
Stop. That's like such an invisible string. I'm telling you, when you're like, when it's a meant to be path, it's going to find you.
Yes.
Literally just signs will pop up.
It was crazy. And like, backtrack, my whole time throughout college, I felt like I was forcing it. Like it was very much one of those things where I was like, I was working so hard for it. And it just wasn't fulfilling what I needed it to. Like, it wasn't filling my cup at all. And I was like, I'm gonna make it happen because this is what I said I was gonna do and I'm supposed to do it. And once I set a goal, if I don't achieve it, that's failure. It's not, but that's what I thought.
It's not.
And so I was like, okay, well, we're gonna have to figure that out. But fast forward, my mom was like, I saw this thing, I think you'd be good at it. We had never spoken about it at all. Like, not even digital marketing ever.
Crazy.
And I was like, okay, wait, that feels like a sign. So then I did the program. It was a few months. I learned a ton. And then I went to a Christmas party and I ran into an old family friend, and she gave me a internship for her company because she was like, I need a marketing intern. If you want it, it's yours. And I was like, FYI, don't know what I'm doing, because I literally had just started school the week before. And she was like, no, that's perfect. I'll teach you what you need to know. Like, she took a chance on me, and I'm forever thankful. So thank you, Victoria. You're the bomb.com. Anywho. So I did that. And then once I was done with the internship, it just kind of spiraled into I was doing marketing now. And I absolutely loved every second of it.
I'm obsessed. Also, I wanted to say, like, a quick note, like, everybody starts from somewhere. Like, don't be afraid to try something new just because it's like, I don't know, it's not in your realm of things.
Literally.
Like, were you in high school ever, you know, taking videos or taking pictures? Were you the one, like, or was this like completely out of your wheelhouse?
I mean, I wasn't like always like, let's take a picture, but I mean, I kind of was like, let's take a picture. Like, my mom was always taking pictures of me growing up, so it was like not an odd thing for me. I took the most extent of my education was I took one graphic design class in high school, and that was about my only creative outlet. I took theater because I didn't want to take art in high school. So like total like 180.
180. Yeah. We go from science to marketing, what's it called, program?
Digital marketing science. So technically still science.
So technically it is still science.
And I will forever say I am a woman in STEM. I don't care what anyone tells me. I earned a degree that
strategy is science. Let me tell you, my degree from Ole Miss says Bachelor of Science.
STEM. Women in STEM. Women in STEM.
Marketing. Okay.
The M is for marketing, if you didn't know.
So how long were you doing the internship with your family friend before you decided to take the leap and start your own business?
Well, I actually kind of fell into it. So I never had any intentions of starting a business. That was the last thing on my mind. I just wanted to get a job and have a paycheck and stability and figure it out. And I finished my internship, and Victoria had introduced me to a group of women called Empower Her Life.
Love it.
We love Empower Her Life.
Yes, we're both members.
They're the best.
If you haven't joined, please join Empower Her Life.
Please join.
Yeah.
I love them.
Life-changing.
Literally. And so after she introduced me to them, I started, working with them like at coffee shops. Like we would all like sit there and work together while I was doing my internship stuff. I transitioned into a role where I can earn commissions in my internship.
Right.
So then I had two people approach me, and they were like, it was two different companies, and they were like, hey, I'm looking for someone to do my emails. Like, you want to help? And I was like, sure. I was like, all right, I guess I'm doing that. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do this for a little bit. I'll job search, figure it out. When I tell you every entry level, I'm going on a rant here. Why does every entry level job need 3 to 5 years of experience?
Oh, no, seriously. Like, I remember being post-grad, and I would like try to apply to like social media jobs, and I'd be like, you need 3 to 5 years experience. I'm like, for social media that I've been doing since college, that I literally grew up on TikTok.
Literally, I'm like, does the fact that I had an Instagram account count? Like,
right.
Come on now.
Like, I definitely think, this is a side note, but the corporate world and the standards of management just needs to change in general. I don't know where the change is going to come from, but I think overall just the environment and needs to change. Like, what?
No, it's insane, because like my thing is like, granted, when I was in high school, I was in a lot of extracurriculars. I was constantly busy. I would leave my house at like 7 a.m. and not get home until 10 p.m. Like, that was my life. So when I was in college, I was doing a lot of like extra fun things and like extracurriculars and stuff like that. And like, I had jobs, but they were like, I worked at a t-shirt store or like things like that.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't anything like where I could go get a full job at a marketing firm.
Yeah, let me just go work at a marketing firm while I'm studying and trying to get a degree.
Literally. And internships are impossible to get. Like, it's like 1 in a million chance,
unless
to be honest.
you like live in a city like Miami, New York, or if you have connections, which, some people do have connections and it works out for them, but like not everybody has that luxury of knowing everybody in the world.
Literally. So basically, I just think it's crazy that you need 3 to 5 years of experience for an entry-level job where they're supposed to teach you exactly what to do, but who am I to judge? I'm not corporate America. But so I found a loophole and I decided not to join. I did not join corporate America. Not my shtick, not my jam.
I escaped it.
Right. That's harder. Props to you. But I just kind of fell into it. I started doing emails for these two people, and I was like, okay, wait, this is kind of fun. And then my therapist actually thought I was insane, let me tell you.
Really?
So one week...
So your therapist doubted you?
Well, she didn't doubt me. She was just very like, oh, wow, 180. Because I had not told her at all
my gosh.
about, like, I was like, oh, yeah, I have this internship and I'm looking for jobs 1 week. The next week I go in and I'm like, hey, so I started a company. She looked at me like I was bonkers. And she was like, that's really exciting, but where the heck did that come from? And I was like, well, these two people asked me to do their emails, and I was trying to not be illegally taking money for working. So I created an LLC.
And you can get those write-offs.
Exactly. I was like, a tax write-off calling my name. So I started an LLC, and I was like, I'll just do this until I find a job, whatever. And then I ended up working with Empower Her Life and doing their marketing. Yeah. So I started doing their emails, and then eventually worked into doing their social media. And through that, I met tons of people that own their own businesses. Yeah. So through, like, I started even just taking content filming jobs, going to film people, doing speaking gigs, things like that. And I mean, granted, I still do that because I think it's fun.
It is so fun.
That's kind of how I started, is just taking like little jobs here and there. And then eventually it turned into me getting clients. And since I was new and I just started my company, I was charging real low.
And we all start from somewhere.
We all start from somewhere. And, you know, it kind of worked out. And that's kind of why I fell into small businesses, because there's such a need for them to have someone that can give them something versus like everything. Because it's usually all or nothing with a lot of marketing companies where you have to spend like $1 to $2 grand per month to get help.
$3,000.
Yeah.
$3,000. Yeah. And I'm also like, you know, I also work in marketing. I also have my own marketing, social media marketing agency.
We're just cool like that.
Listen, collaboration is better than competition.
Exactly.
Anyway, I think it's crazy because I always felt wrong for charging that much if the result, or like, because a lot of people are like, oh, conversions, like, what is this going to convert for me?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And
people
like,
don't understand engagement is a really good goal, too.
Yeah. Like, in part, social media, that's only like one part of your sales funnel, because you have awareness, you have interest, you have conversion, you have post sale. Well, social media managers are only responsible for the awareness.
Exactly.
And, like,
people aren't getting
people
that.
to know about you. But a lot of people are like, oh, well, social media is a great way to get sales. Well, yeah, it is. But like, you have to start from square one and look at all your avenues of marketing in general. Like, don't only look at social media, look at your outreach, look at your networking opportunities. Look at your ads on like local magazines or local newspapers or whatever it is, wherever you're trying to market or who you're trying to market to. It's not just all the social media manager.
Literally, no. Like I tell clients that a lot. They're like, oh, I'm like, some are like, oh my gosh, my reel got so many likes and I'm so excited. And I'm like, yeah, it did. We're doing amazing. And a lot of the times that does convert into actual sales, but it takes a little more legwork to convert it. Like, granted, you can tell people about your stuff all day long, but they're not going to want to buy it until you give them 3 reasons to buy it.
Right. I also think I've come up with a new term. It's called like the silent follower.
Ooh.
Like, they're not engaging, but they're seeing. And they're like stalking your stories. They're like, what are they posting? So even if you're not getting engagement, look at your view count on your stories. Look at your view count on your reels.
It matters how many people see your stuff overall. In my opinion.
Because then one day you'll wake up and you'll find somebody who's never engaged with any of your content. And they're DMing you and they're like, hey, I've been seeing your content about XYZ. Can you tell me more about what you do?
Yes.
Like, that has happened to me before. And I'm like, but you've never engaged.
Been like, who are you? But yes. Yes, I can.
Who are you? But I will tell you. So yeah, marketing's great. So your therapist didn't necessarily doubt you, but she just had concerns. Was there anybody else in your life who may have like stress concerns besides your therapist when you were like, I'm not going to corporate. I don't want, you know.
I mean, and to be honest, look, I love my therapist. I'm going to say right now, I love her.
I love my therapist.
Love
too.
her.
Yeah.
She didn't doubt me. She didn't have concerns. she was just like,
Shocked.
oh, 180. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, let's go.
Yeah, she was like, all right, we can make it happen. But like, oh. And I was like, yeah. But to be honest, I'm very grateful. I had a very good support system throughout all of this. My parents were like, okay, let's do it. My dad has his own business. My mom used to have hers. Now she has another one. And so I kind of came from like, you can do what you can do it if you want to. Like, yeah.
I love that.
So it did very much help that they were super supportive. And being in a part of Power Her Life and having all those people that own businesses, like when I was like, I mean, I'm like, I think I started my business when I was 22.
Yeah. That's how old I was.
And I was like, I'm 22 years old. Like, that's really, you really think I can do that? Like, you're not 22. And you're like full-fledged an adult. And we're baby
adults.
We're baby adults. I was like, you're a full-fledged adult. And like, that makes sense why you own your own business. Like, I just
got out the womb.
Literally. I'm like, I just took my first steps like 3 days ago. But like, in all seriousness, I am very grateful for all the people that like pushed me to believe that I could do it. Yeah. And granted, like now I'm like, oh, I'm doing the dang thing. I'm really good at what I do. Like, I'm confident in myself and I have no doubts. But in the beginning, I was the biggest like, oh God, I'm not good enough. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone's going to find out that I don't know what I'm doing, even though I did.
Oh my God.
But it's the like imposter syndrome so real.
No, I get that out. I get that to this day. And I'm like, then I go, like, I think about it, like when I'm working at home by myself, I'm like, shit, I don't know what I'm doing. And then like I go into a meeting and I'm like, wait, I actually know what I'm talking about.
Literally. I remember I gave my first keynote. And at first I was like, you want me to do a keynote? Like, about what? And they're like, social media. And I'm like, oh yeah, my job. You're right.
You're right. I have my own business.
Like, literally, I forgot I do that. But I was like, okay, like, sure. I was so nervous. It was on Zoom. It wasn't even in person. It was on Zoom. And I was so nervous.
Yeah, I signed up to be a speaker for next year.
You're going to kill it.
I'm like, because I'll have to tell you this in a minute, but I like just sent it all in. I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I don't even know how nervous I'm going to be when this all happens.
And to be honest, I will say, and the second part of the story is going to make you feel better. So I was very much like, oh, I don't, like, this is going to go bad. I'm not going to know what I'm saying. And I finished it. And the sense of, like, relief of not that it was over, but the relief of, like, oh my gosh, I know what I'm doing.
Right.
Like, it came over me the second I closed my laptop, and I was like, wait, I'm a
boss babe.
Literally, I was like, wait, I killed that. And then I was like, okay, I think it went well. And then, you know, I call my mom, and I'm like, oh, Mom, how did I do? And she's like, oh my God, you did so amazing. Like, you were so smart. And I was like, shut up. Like, keep talking, you know? But legitimately, I was like, oh my gosh, wait, that was like my moment of like, wait, I kind of know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like slowly started snowballing into like me being able to like talk about what I want to do and what I do for other people.
Right.
And realize, there's a lot of things in this world I don't know, but this I got.
This is mine. Yeah, my therapist, she was like, you know, you kind of gain confidence by doing the things that you're scared of.
It's so true.
It like, what's it called?
Exposure therapy.
Thank you. It's basically exposure therapy.
It is.
Which I kind of get like a high from exposure therapy. Like when I do something I'm scared of, I'm like,
it's the adrenaline rush.
Can I do it again?
Yeah. You're like, wait, one more time. It's like when you're scared to ride the big giant scary roller coaster. And then you get on the roller coaster, and then you're like, wait, I want to go again. I don't want to get off.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's literally how I feel. So I literally had a therapy appointment a couple weeks ago, and I was kind of feeling stagnant. And I talked about this on the podcast, but we came to the conclusion, like, the reason I was feeling stagnant is because I'm not doing the things that I feel called to do because I'm scared. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons why I started my own business was so I could travel, you know, whenever I wanted, if I wanted to. And I'm literally not doing that.
I know exactly what you're about to say, and I am so excited about the 12 months of traveling next year.
12 destinations in 12 months.
Yes. And you're going to catch me at some of those, by the way. I don't know if she knows, but I'm going.
You can come. I want to go to Europe I like
I'm
the way
so
that I want to
down.
plan it is Europe every quarter potentially.
I am not opposed to Europe every quarter.
That way it's like, what is that, 3 or 4 European trips? Or even if like I split it into one, like if it was between 2 months, so like the end of September going into October. That way it's like I hit October and September at the same time,
Yeah,
and I'm saving on flights.
I like it.
So catch
I'll
me.
be on a cruise next October. That's like Amsterdam, Germany, Switzerland. So if you decide to go to any of those places and want to meet up while I'm on my destinations,
What cruise are you going on?
it is the Rhine River Viking cruise.
Oh, period.
I'm very, very excited. Except
Yeah.
I'm not a cruise girly. I'm actually going on my first cruise on Friday, and
Wait, what cruise?
am so nervous. We're doing a Hawaii cruise.
Oh, pocket.
I'm excited. I've never been to Hawaii. I've never been on a cruise. If I get seasick, I'm gonna cry. But that's what Dramamine's for.
Cruises are fine. I went on my first one like 2 years ago. It's not bad.
Okay.
It's definitely something you have to like get used to, like the feeling.
Yeah.
The one thing I did not like was the feeling of claustrophobia.
That's what I'm nervous about because those rooms are tiny.
Well, it's not even like the rooms. It's like when you walk in, we did Royal Caribbean and the ceiling was just very low.
Oh.
And I was like,
You're unlocking new fears I didn't know I had. But that's what exposure therapy is for.
Yes. We are big fans of exposure therapy.
We love a wraparound.
Wrap around. Okay, so, going into marketing, I know you did your certification, everything. Were there any skills that you had to learn the hard way going into it? Like, was there something you're like, I need to like dive in to this deeper? And
to be honest, less marketing, more owning a business. I did not realize how hard it was to be a bookkeeper.
Oh,
it is
don't
difficult.
Get me started on that. Both of my parents are accountants.
It is so difficult. Now I have a bookkeeper. Shout out Rachel. We love her. But when I was doing it by myself, it was
chaotic.
Literally so chaotic. Me and QuickBooks were besties.
Yeah.
I
love QuickBooks.
I still use QuickBooks. Me and
Same.
QuickBooks are still besties.
Same.
But like,
except their transfer fee.
Don't even get me started. You know what, QuickBooks? If you're listening, please drop the transfer fee a little lower at least. Please and thank you. But anyway, so I just did not realize the admin side of owning a business was so difficult.
Yeah.
And also, I guess because I never planned to own a business, so I never thought about it. Like, there was never any moment where I was like, ooh, it's so gonna be so difficult to run a business. Like, I didn't plan. I just kind of all of a sudden had a business and made it happen. So it was very much a learn as I go. I had to figure out like stuff like taxes and how to sort through my expenses and
organization, workflows.
All these things.
Procedures.
So it was just a lot of stuff. And so now I have a handle on it. I've learned that outsourcing is my bestie.
We love outsourcing.
So don't be afraid to outsource. You can't do everything. That is one thing I want to say is that people think that they can do it all and that if they're not doing it all, they're failing. Girl, that is not the truth.
Everybody needs help.
Yes.
I need to outsource some things. I was just thinking today, I was like, I need an intern, actually.
No, get one. I love my intern. It's the best. Because it just takes one, it's rewarding to be able to teach someone what you know.
Right.
And two, it's very helpful to not have to do everything all at once.
And that's another thing for 2026 too, is I want to get more organized. That's one thing for me, running a business. It's okay, I can do the social media part. And I can do the marketing part and I can do, the client work or whatever. But organizing content and making sure my desktop files.
Yeah.
If you would see my desktop right now, it's literally just all random pictures that I have downloaded.
That stresses me out. If you didn't know that about me, I am I don't have notification numbers on my apps. I check my emails every day. I am that freak. So that does stress me out a little.
Yeah. And then also I don't check. I check my important emails, but I never delete any of them.
That's fair. So, I don't delete a lot, but I open them all because I don't like the number.
if I get a email from Ulta, I don't delete that. It just sits in my inbox.
Okay, wait, no, same though. The one difference is that it has to be read. It doesn't need to be deleted, but it has to be read so the notification goes away. I can't have the notification there. It bothers me.
That's so fair. Everybody. if you see my emails, it's like 40,000. Yeah. And I don't even know what to do about that. Like, I'm not going to go through 40,000 emails. Like,
just read all at that point.
Oh, you can do that?
Yes.
See, this is...
I'll teach you after. We'll read all your emails after.
Read all my emails. And then sometimes, like, I don't want to hit delete all because, like, sometimes, like, I actually do need an email that's in there that's special.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, I don't know. Some emails are important.
No, I get it. I don't delete anything either because I'm also that person that's like, well, what if I need it? Like, 8 years later.
Right.
What if I need that thing I filmed 5 years ago?
Right. Like, for a portfolio. That was, like, one, like, that's the other thing. It's, like, I have all these, like, content, like, for influencing and all the thing. And I'm like, okay, I could delete this. I already used this footage. But what if I'm trying to create a storyline 5 years later and I want to show, like, the beginning of, you know, my journey.
Your journey.
And anyway, I don't know what to do because it's, like, also, I've been moving to Google Drive.
External hard drive. Get one.
I have one. But I get lazy because I'm like, I don't feel like getting it out. So I'm like, if it's already on my laptop, I can just go.
You don't have to go find it.
I don't have to go find it and plug it in and do all the things. So that's the only thing.
I get it.
So I don't know. But I'm kind of playing with the Google Drive and being like, is this a better... Or so far, it's been okay. I moved one client over there.
I use Google Drive for a lot of my clients. Or shared albums on iPhone.
Yeah, well, I started doing that, but with travel agents, they go to so many different destinations.
That is true.
I hit the limit of 200.
There's a limit?
Yes.
I have over 200 pictures in multiple of my shared albums.
200 albums.
Oh, 200 albums.
Yes.
I understand.
So, like, for example, like, my clients, if they go to more than one, like, they do an album for each destination.
Yes. Okay, that makes sense.
And my girl, she'd be traveling over. She
be traveling.
Love her. Okay, besides, I would say, like, imposter syndrome. Was there any other mindset shifts you had to make to kind of fully embody and walk in your purpose as a CEO and founder?
It is technically a form of imposter syndrome, but it was less about what I do and more about me.
Mm-hmm.
So I really had to get past the age block.
Yeah, I was just about to,
the age block was hard. Granted, now I realize, and I also did realize that social media, don't get me wrong, I think everyone can do social media, but, like, our age is, like, the prime of social media.
Oh, for sure. We grew up with it.
Yes.
We just understand, the meme culture, the trends.
Yes. I feel like we comprehended the best out of everyone.
I agree.
So that was, granted, that was one thing that did help, but overall, just, like, being especially a woman-owned business owner and all that good stuff in the world, and then also being, like, in my young 20s, I just was like, oh, no one's gonna take me seriously. I was like, they're gonna see this, like, child walk in and tell them what to do, and they're gonna laugh at me. Right. Like, that was a big fear I had.
Especially being a woman.
Yes.
Because I don't know about you, but sometimes when, this is no offense to men. I hope no, like, I don't know if men are gonna listen to this podcast, but, like,
it's fine.
I don't know, like, I've been in environments in the corporate world where, like, my opinion wasn't, like, respected as much because I was young and female.
Yeah.
And, like, I would bring an idea and it would just be, like, it wasn't like they dismissed me fully, but they just didn't take me as seriously as I would have liked them to. You know what I mean? Because, like, I was trying to, like, help the brand and grow and, like, I am qualified. Yeah. And so... why, like, in my brain, I'm like, why aren't you listening to me?
Literally, no. And I've seen it, like, I haven't experienced it because I wasn't in corporate America. So, like, I am lucky that I kind of jumped over that era and didn't have to do that part. But I've seen so many, I call them bad movie moments, where it's literally like those things where a girl's like, oh my gosh, wait, this would be such a great idea. And everyone, like, is like, oh, that sucks. And then a guy says the exact same thing. Yeah. Like 2 seconds later, and they're like, oh my God, that's
so awesome.
And I'm like, oh my Lanta. Like, please stop.
Please.
And so I guess, like, that being a woman and being young and trying to be taken seriously in so many aspects was crazy. And, like, granted, I am surrounded by a lot of women business owners. Right. So that does help. But to be honest, before, like, you and Anna had come on to Empower Her Life, like, it was me. And then I think the next youngest person was, like, late 20s, like 29.
Wow.
And like, granted, that's still in your 20s, but 29 and 22 or 23 it's like different. That's very different stages of life.
Yeah.
So it very much felt like, oh, the sweet little baby's here,
the baby girl
who's like the little mascot, you know. Like, I was, and like, granted, like, no one treated me like that,
but you in your head internalized that.
In my head, I internalized
like
it.
Too young to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing I got over. I had to start reframing it like, I know what I'm doing was really it. And it wasn't in just my business. It was in how I interacted with the world. It was in how I talk to people.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry, but the amount of 45-year-old women I have seen act like they're 16 is absolutely bonkers.
Especially, I mean, in negative environments.
Yeah.
Like the women, the older women who like bring other women down.
Yes.
In business, or like even as friends, like who don't support you. That's another thing, like especially with friendships that I've learned is like friends who don't like this sound. And I don't think the people who what I'm about to say, I don't think they would even listen to this, but
it doesn't matter.
Like I've noticed, like I've started all these brands, I've started a podcast, I started my own business, and some of my like friends like have not followed or supported the account. And it's like, okay, but I know if you started a brand or a business, I would be right there like, rooting you on.
And you want to know what that is? That's people not growing with you. That's you growing out of other people. And as scary as that is, it's so necessary because you can't keep everyone in your life forever.
No,
and granted, that's the dream, you know? You want to stay close with everyone that you meet. But when you grow, other people are going at a different pace. And sometimes they're just not ready to accept the pace that you're at. And at that point, you have to accept what's best for you and snip, cut that out of your life.
And I mean, I have no hate or anything against them. I just, like, I notice, like, the type of friendships that I want in my life are people who genuinely want to see me grow and evolve and support, like, my endeavors. Because, like, me and for example, my best friend, Paige, we support each other so well. Like, I would do anything to help her music career. Yeah. She would do anything to help my marketing career. Like, she has shared stuff to her page. I have shared stuff to my page, but that's, like, genuine. That's because we genuinely love each other. And we genuinely want to see each other win. And I'm not saying just because, you know, those people didn't do it, but it's also, like, you didn't even have the courage to, like, follow me.
Literally. I'm like, it takes one button, and it's literally like,
it's like follow.
That's it. It's not that hard. Or a double tap to like a post. Or like it's or really comment. It's really not that difficult.
Right.
And really like not. I can guarantee you the only person looking at who liked that post is us that posted it. So we're the only ones who are going to see that you liked it, and we are going to be like, oh my god, that's so awesome. We're not going to be like, oh my god, did you see that? Like my post. Like, ew, stop. Like we're not doing that today. Not in 2025.
No. Okay, so you talked a little about Empower Her Life and community. How has the right type of community helped you in your journey?
Honestly, having the encouraging people I have in my life, like, I don't think I would have started a business without it. Like, I don't think I would have had the courage to be like, you know what, Zoe, you can start a business. That would not have happened. I only did it, to be honest. I did it because about like 5 people told me I could. And I was like, you know what? If these people think I can, then I probably could, you know?
The people who support you, like Paige, my best friend, she shares my stuff. She does, like, she does the thing to be a true friend and encourages you along the way. And I think that's just, like, important when you're, like, taking the risk and trying something new, is to have the right type of community lifting you up instead of bringing you down.
Yeah, like, they say, like, when you raise kids, it's, like, it takes a village. Like, when you're doing something that you are passionate about, it still takes a village. Like, again, no one can do anything on their own, even if it's just other people, like, telling you that you got it, or it's just one person, or even one thing. Like, even if you see, like, I don't know, like, if you see someone, like, on TV, like, being, like, doing the dang thing, right? Like, if they're doing the dang thing, I can do the dang thing. Like, you just need some sort of encouragement.
What did you think entrepreneurship would be like versus what it actually is?
Ooh, I thought it was gonna be a lot more, like, shaking hands, kissing babies, to be honest. I'm like, I love talking to people, don't get me wrong.
Right.
My boyfriend says I can talk to a brick. Like, I literally talk to people whenever.
I feel like most entrepreneurs are people.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah.
They love talking to people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize how much, back time it is. Like, how much.
Behind the scenes.
Yes.
Yeah. The admin work.
Like, burying yourself in a hole and, like, at your computer forever.
Oh, yeah. Like, there are times when I'm, like, working late at, like, 10 p.m. doing admin work or whatever, organization, and I'm like, man, I really sometimes took it for granted. Like, corporate world. Like, and I complained about the 9 to 5. But, like, now I'm complaining about, you know, the 80
having to do everything.
Everything. Which, granted, the thing about entrepreneurship that is so awesome is the work energizes you. When you're fully aligned on your purpose, like, you can stay up till midnight because it excites you so much to get it done or to, like, accomplish a goal.
Yes, because you, like, love what you do.
Exactly. Whereas, like, you know, when I was in corporate, it wasn't like that. It was more draining for those 8 hours or whatever than it is for me to work, you know, an 80-hour work week doing this.
Literally. I will say that the fact that, like, I, like, never stop working is so real.
No, you literally, like, Sundays are, like, maybe.
And, like, to be honest, like, I have kind of, like, set the boundary for myself to not work on weekends.
Yeah,
unless it's absolutely needed. But the amount of, like, things I'm even just, like, responding to, or, like, oh my god, wait, I have an idea, I gotta write it down, or, like, someone calls me, I'm like, hold on, wait, I know we're eating, but, like, give me 5 seconds.
Give me 2 seconds, yeah.
Like, I am always doing something related to work. It might not be me sitting down on my computer editing, but I'm literally always doing something, whether it's, like, responding to clients or, like, researching stuff. Like, I can't even scroll on social media without working.
Same.
Like, I'm like,
you're like, oh, that's a good idea.
Yes.
That's a good trend.
I literally can't shut it off. Like, I don't have, like, for a while, my app that was, like, not infested by being a social media person was TikTok. And now, like, the amount of, like, use this trending sound to make sure that you're getting followers videos that come up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just want to watch, like, a funny panda roll around.
Right.
Like, I want a brain rot just for a second.
Maybe you need to, like, start a different account.
Right? I was like, maybe I need to find a new TikTok account.
Like, a different account, like a burner account.
Yes.
Like, where you can just sit and laugh.
Yes. Maybe I'll make my dog a TikTok account.
Yeah.
And then that'll be the one I scroll on for fun.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, yeah. But the perks of being your own boss, I guess.
It is nice. Don't get me wrong. I love making my own hours. I love being able to do what I do. I love being able to travel and work while I'm there. Like, I literally was working in Cancun, and it was, like, honestly so freeing. I was like, I've never had so much fun working on vacation.
I know. And I always say this, but it's been, like, something that I've been talking about today with Desi. But I was telling her I don't really like vacation because it takes away from my work. But because my work is so attached to my purpose.
Yes.
When I'm not working, I feel behind.
That's one thing I'm going through right now is trying to figure out not like who I am, because I know who I am, but, like, figure out what I'm supposed to be doing outside of my job. Like, when someone asks, like, who are you? I'm like, I'm the founder and CEO of ZEN Marketing. Like, I don't have, like, an actual answer. Like, I don't have, like, I am a woman who does blah, 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 blah. Like, it's like, this is my job, and this is what I do, and that's who I am. And I'm trying to find my identity outside of that, but girl, it's hard.
Yeah, I literally just talked about this with my therapist because, you know, I was talking about, like, my health or whatever because I was, like, tired or whatever, and she was like, well, do you ever rest? And I was like, and she was like, well, why don't, and I was like, well, sometimes when I'm not working, I don't feel like, I feel lazy. And she was like, you're putting your identity in how you work and not how you are. Like, you're like, good. Basically, in going back to it, it's like, I am a human being. I'm not a human doing. So I have to find.
I like that.
Yeah, like, you are loved as you are, not for what you do. You know, and going back to like, I'm a Christian, so obviously I'm like, all right, like my identity's in God, like identity as a child of God, and there's nothing I can do or not do to make me more worthy.
Yeah.
It's just like a being.
Yeah, you just have to live and then hope it's right.
Yeah. Hope to God.
Like, fingers crossed, I think I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. Hopefully.
Praying.
If not, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay, so what has being a business owner taught you about yourself?
That I am capable of way more than I thought I was.
Oh, period. Yeah.
And also, I learn really quickly. I kind of knew that, but like, I can, like, if someone shows me something, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I like know how to do it. Like, and I also love learning new things.
Oh yeah.
Like, I love when people are like, oh yeah, you didn't know how to do that? Blah, 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 blah. Like, even watching you set up the podcast equipment, I was like, this is so interesting.
Guys, I was struggling. It took us 30, 40 minutes to get this set up, and I was stressing. I was like, shoot, I'm going to waste our time for 2 hours to not even get this podcast episode.
It's okay. We were going to make it happen regardless. Yeah. If we were going to have to use the voice memos on my iPhone, we were going to make this happen.
For sure. But I'm glad we got it to work because, dear God. Technology. You can ask me anything about social media, but anything to do with tech, count me out.
I'm not IT.
Yeah.
Plug it out and plug it back in. That's all I got. Like, turn it off, turn it back on.
Like, reset.
Pray about it.
Control, Alt, Delete.
I don't know.
What would you say the biggest marketing mistake you see small businesses making today?
Oh my gosh, not having a target audience. My gosh. If I see someone's stuff and they're like, hey, buy my thing, period, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, if you are not, sorry, I'm very passionate about this.
No, literally, you go for it.
If you do not know who you're talking to,
and nobody's listening,
then literally how are they supposed to know to listen if you aren't talking to them? Like, that's like me being like, hey, Kaylin, like, over here. Like, no, like, clearly you're not going to be looking at me if I'm not looking at you.
I read this thing where it's like, if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to nobody.
Exactly.
Like, don't be afraid to niche down, because when you niche down, you're actually going to be able to reach the people that, like, you want to reach.
Exactly.
You know?
No, I 100% agree. And, like, figuring out, one, who your audience is, and two, what their problem is. Like, that's the secret to marketing, you guys, is that you find the problem and you tell them how you can fix it. Yeah. That's it.
Testimonials.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
You just do a bunch of versions of that.
Yeah. Pain points, hit their pain points.
Yes.
Run the ad, do all the things, do digital door knocking.
Exactly. Like, it's really, like, everything boils down to the fact that people have a problem and you're doing something to fix it. Yeah. Like, that's it. And, like, that's, like, you can make tips and tricks. You're giving people a solution to their problems. Yeah. You're telling people 3 reasons why your product or service is fixing their issue. Like, there are, like, everything boils down to you're fixing their problems. So if you don't know who you're talking to and you don't know their problem, then how are you fixing it?
It all begins with the strategy. You got to start with the strategy before you just throw some content up there. Marketing trends in 2025 and in going to 2026 that you think actually matter in today's world of tech, AI, all the things.
Tough. I will say, for a visibility purpose, trending sounds are really important. Even, and then you don't have to do the dumb TikTok dances. Like, you don't have to go like crazy with the trends, but like, make a spin on it. Like, do something. I think original.
movement really helps in videos. Like, I've noticed, like, specifically in my videos, like for my personal brand, the videos that seem to do well are the ones that, like, it's not like six fast shots of me, like, being more still. It's the ones that are like,
you're like actually
I'm
doing
like
stuff.
Moving, like my arms are moving, like I'm moving the camera. So, like, get crazy with your content. Like, literally just be yourself and be energized. And
I have a good one.
Okay.
Put captions on your videos. I'm saying it loud. If you are not putting captions on your videos, I know you do it. You sit there at night and watch TikToks with no sound. Everyone does
Everybody does it. Especially when I'm overstimulated. I turn the TikTok down, and sometimes I'll have the TV on in the background.
Literally. And so, like, you watch TikToks with no sound, and you probably also watch Instagram Reels and Facebook stuff with no sound. Why are you not putting captions on your videos? You just spent so much time doing this voiceover or, like, talking about something, and then you don't put captions on it. You missed half your audience. More than half of the world watches stuff on mute, and so if you're not putting captions on your stuff, you're not doing it right.
Yeah. I would say that, and then a hook. In addition to that, a hook and a
closing.
Yeah, a hook, call to action, and captions are like 3 things that I love to put on a video.
Yes.
Personally. What chapter of life do you feel like you are right now, and where do you see Zen marketing going in the future?
Ooh, I like this question. Like, do you mean like, okay, so like my brain wants to name like what numbered chapter in a book I am?
Yeah, do it. Do whatever you.
So I'm gonna take the question a little too literally, but I feel like right now I am in like chapter 1 or 2. Like, I feel like everything before this was like the prologue. Is it the prologue? The epilogue?
Yeah, the prologue.
The prologue. I feel like everything before this was like the prologue of like, hey, this is what she did. She like grew up and did whatever. Cool. But like now it's like she found what she wants and now she's making it happen. Like, that's kind of feel like where I am.
I love that because, again, when you're truly aligned, I feel like that's when you start living.
Yes.
And you get to this point where you start doing the thing you're being called to.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm like if there's like a slope and it starts here, I feel like I'm about like here and we have so much higher to go. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's only the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, love.
But what does it mean for you? Because, you know, you have this business. Obviously, you're building a life that you love. So what does that mean to you to, like, build a life you love and to continue building, you know, a business and a life that, like, means something to you?
Yeah. I would say building a life you love means you're building a life that if you saw someone else living it, you'd be jealous. If you see someone and they're living this life and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I was doing that. Like, I wish that I could travel and go do whatever. Or like, I wish that I could bake that sourdough bread. Like, whatever it may be. If you look at someone else and you're like, dang, I wish I was doing that. And then all of a sudden you look at your life and you're like, if that was someone else and I wish I was doing that, like, I'm so glad I'm living this life. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Right. It just can be little things.
Little things. Like, whether you want to try a new yoga class. Like, I've noticed, like, doing little small things that are new to my routine have really helped, like, my days feel more fruitful and just, like, happy and carefree. Like, me and my friend Alexis did a pasta making class the other day.
Oh my gosh, I want to do that. It looked so fun.
Literally sign up. They do at Maribel, if you're local to Covington, Mandeville area. Maribel or
I think it's Maribo.
I don't know. The pasta pizza place in downtown Covington. Besides the point, they're doing pasta and pizza making classes for, you know, December and the rest of January, I think. So if you are interested in a class, highly recommend. You don't eat the pasta there that you make, but they have a 3-course meal. So you would do, like, you get to pick one appetizer.
Wait, is that included in, like, the whole cost of it?
Yes.
I did not even know that. I thought you just paid to go make pasta, and I was okay with that.
No. And you literally get, you know, a appetizer, a course, and then, like, a dessert, and then you can add a bottle of wine.
As you should.
I did, in fact, add a bottle of wine.
As you should be doing that. I would do that.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great night. But, like, it's little things like that that, like, help you... I don't know, make you, this sounds like a little bit more mad and kind of like Justin Bieber, but a life worth living.
Yeah.
You know, like, it just makes life more fun because if you get stuck in the same routines and the same, like, all right, I'm going to work again. Okay, I'm doing the same old workout again. You just get kind of bored and stagnant. And I was, like, at that point in my life, like, a couple of months ago. And I was like, something needs to change.
No, you posted a TikTok recently. And you were like, start doing things on weekday nights. And I am so about that.
Yes.
Because it makes life so much more exciting. Why should you wait till the weekend to have fun? Yeah. Like, yeah, you might have work tomorrow. And, like, granted, I know we don't work 9 to 5s.
Right.
But, like, even the people that do, like, you don't have to be out until midnight.
No.
You can go to a pasta making class and then go home and then go to bed and wake up the next day and be like, I had so much fun last night. And oh my God, the weekend's 2 days away. How exciting.
And it was so fun. Now, I will say I wish, this area had more activities like that.
Agreed.
Because it's like, okay, now what other fun event can I
literally
sign up for?
I'm like, we need to create more fun places.
Yeah.
I want them to, I don't know if they have one, and if they do, someone tell me about it, but I want them to have a beach volleyball courts around here.
I think they have one at Pelican Park.
Do they? Like,
yes.
Do they like host things and like it's like a thing?
I don't think they host
See, like
things.
That's what I want. Like they have a place on the South Shore called White Sands, and they do like, you can go and play like every Friday. They call it Hot Shots, and you like form little teams, and you pay like $5 a person, and like there's a bar, so like everyone hangs out. They have so food, cool. And then like you play against other people, so you get to meet people. And you get to play volleyball. And if you don't want to play volleyball, you can sit there and watch other people do it. Like, my boyfriend he plays in a league. And I call myself the team mom. So, like, I don't bring snacks, but I bring support. And I sit there and I cheer them on. And I just sit there and I have so much fun. And I pretend I'm on a beach because it's, sand.
I actually no, we definitely need something like that. But I also think this area is so much, because it's not New Orleans. It's like so much geared toward families over here, which is fine. But also like I'm 23.
But there's more
not 23. I'm 25.
There's more than families that just live here.
Yeah.
And I wish they would market towards more of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Instead of just like Covington Beer Garden, which, I love Beer Garden, but,
But this, no matter where you're going, the same place is going to get old. If you keep going every single time. So I do wish there was a little bit of variety.
Yeah.
Or, Beer Garden is hosting more like events.
Yeah, they are.
So that has been fun. I do like that they've been like changing things up.
Yeah.
And making it more appealing for me to just like want to keep going.
For sure. Okay. Future Zen goals.
Ooh, futures and goals. I would like, and granted, this is long term. Like, I know this is not going to happen next year or anything. But I want to be a true CEO. Like, I want to have a company. Like, company. Like, where there's multiple employees. Like, I am guiding everyone. I'm getting to pass on knowledge. Like, I'm fully established in the industry. Like, I get to live my CEO dream. Like, I get to love what I do. And don't get me wrong, I do love what I do. But I get to do it for more people without burning myself out.
I love that. Yeah, yes. Burnout is not fun.
Spreading yourself thin is not only bad for you, but it's also bad for the people you're working for, because your quality is just going to diminish if you have too much.
Yeah. So how can people find you?
So you can find my company on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook, it's just Zen Marketing Co. Instagram, it's zen.marketingco. And then you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Naquin _. Naquin.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast. I truly enjoyed it. This was a great conversation.
No, I loved. I kind of forgot we were podcasting for a minute.
I know.
Well, this went on my high horse. And
this is a real conversation, and that's like what I wanted to be, a real conversation with people about taking the risk, doing the thing, and you're doing the thing, Miss Thing.
You're doing the thing, Miss Thing.
Listen, I'm trying.
And that's all we can do. But I am so glad that I'm here. I had so much fun.
Yeah, no, same. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you like this, and make sure to follow Zoe and Build a Life You Love podcast on YouTube, Instagram, all the things. And
everywhere.
We will see you. Or I'll see you next week.
Who knows? Maybe I'll come back.
Yeah, maybe she'll come back. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.